rumbling cavern. In faith we look to thee. Whether the phantoms flash the truth you see, both I find earth around the world, your words are fair and true. When questions and debates arise, we always look to you. All time and space and liberty, rambling canoe, these all belong to thee. Rambling canoe, these all belong to thee.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the evening ramble. I hope you're all doing well. I see Jeff Franklin in the chat. My buddy Captain Trek. Welcome, guys. So tonight we're just gonna have a little bit of a free for all. Hopefully have a little bit of laughs, have a couple of jokes, see who all comes in, see who all joins us. So with that said, I'm gonna get the link out in the chat. Maybe in a little bit I'm going to bring up something absolutely hilarious I saw on my dashboard, but these are funny things. So how's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe in this crazy, absolute crazy world we live in. But yeah, so I'm hoping that this catches on. It's been a while since I've had an actual evening ramble, especially on a Monday nights. Welcome, Jedi Bill. Welcome. And again, congratulations on that stream this weekend, my friend. Yikes. And welcome, Captain Trek.
Good evening. How are you?
Can't complain too much. But
nothing would listen.
No, yeah, there's that. But way to go to this weekend, Jedi Bill 797. 36 bloody hours. Oy vey. Yeah, I think I would have ran out of things to say in about 5 minutes. Hey, Jedi Bill.
Well, we all know that's bullshit, but hey.
Yeah, okay. Stretching it a little bit. I hope the few times that I popped up helped.
Yeah. Yes, everybody helped.
That's good. I did have it open the entire time, although I did take my few hours sleep here and there. But
yeah, you're gonna hit that. With live streams like that, you'll hit your 4,000 watch time hours by like next week.
Yeah, but YouTube won't allow
it. So how much of that? I am genuinely curious. After it processed, which I'm assuming it's already done.
Nope.
No, it still hasn't processed yet?
No. YouTube won't release it.
Really? All right. Well, how much of it have they released so far? How many hours?
They only said 35 minutes, and it says you can't. This recording is unavailable.
Oh wow! So they must be. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while for them to process stuff. Hopefully they get it up, because I'm genuinely curious to see how much of the stream actually makes it finally to process time. Because I know with certain live streams, when they go past the 8-hour mark, you don't get all the way to the beginning. Sometimes you'll only get like that 8 hours, or even when you do like a 4-hour live stream, when it first posts to the channel, even back when they had people working at YouTube, uh, not just the bots running everything. You would
Yeah.
only have the last 2 hours, and then in about an hour or so, hour or 2 hours later, you'd have the full stream, right? But immediately after it went live, so after you ended the broadcast, for the first hour or so, you'd only be able to have access to the last 2 hours. But yeah, so I'm generally curious to see how much they eventually allow to run. And welcome, Cinnamon Bunny. How are you doing? And welcome, number one sci-fi. How are you doing? Sorry, I could barely hear you there, number one.
Oh, my bad. I said,
Oh,
how
there
you
we go.
doing?
There we go.
Okay,
Now I can
there.
hear you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Zachary
good to
Gibbons,
see you
welcome.
here.
So now that I've got a couple of people in the chat, I'm gonna share something that I found rather interesting. So I went to my dashboard today in studio, and every once in a while I have a habit of checking YouTube known issues, just because sometimes it's funny. And today's main one that they have up there right now is creators unable to dispute content ID claims on videos. So according to YouTube, as of 11:30 this morning Pacific time, YouTubers have not been able to dispute the content ID claims, and they're working on it. And please be patient. Thought that was rather humorous. Interesting timing for that to go down.
Oh, absolutely. Because I wonder if they're, I wonder if they're working on other things that need to be worked on.
Probably not.
Oh, who knows? It's YouTube, right?
Because I had even noticed, like with in regards to copyright claim, because I do the karaoke stream every Saturday. The last 2 Saturday nights, I've lost all my features, because before that, when I'd get a copyright claim, it would give me the option of deleting the music, cutting the scene, so cutting that song out of the video, or dispute it. For the last 2 Saturdays, the only option that it gives me is dispute. The other options are gone. So, yeah, with their content claim things, they're having major issues right now. Because for the last 2 Saturdays, it's either dispute or nothing when it comes to content claims.
Well, in all honesty, they're basically asking people to dispute because they're not giving you the chance to do anything else.
Yeah. And welcome, Night Breeze.
Hey, Rambling, everybody. How's it going?
Oh, not too bad. You?
I'm not too bad. Just kind of sitting here, eating, munching a little bit and waiting for Saints Row the Third to install.
Oh, nice.
Picked it up for PS4, the remaster.
Okay.
Boy, they've been doing a lot of remastering video games, haven't they?
Well, what else are they going to do? Come up with something new? Why would they do something like that? That's just silly talk. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Rambling, I gotta ask.
Used to be.
Did I get any claims Saturday night?
No, actually. I got 2. Mr. CCDV got 1. And who was the other one? DJ,
yes.
Wow.
So Mr. CC, is Mr. CCDV and Who did you just say there?
DJ Odyssey tied. for
DJ
first,
Odyssey tied.
Yeah, because I can't get my own award. That would just be, crooked.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm checking. You know, I want to see if I maybe won the award this week.
Yeah, no, it was Mr. CCTV and DJ Odyssey. But yeah, the copyright claim thing is just messed up because for the last 2 Saturdays, they've taken away my ability to edit the video without bringing it down into my editor and editing it out and then re-uploading. But to just do it through YouTube, they've taken away my ability to do so because all they give you is the option to dispute now, which is just mental. And then today they released a statement saying, "Oh, by the way, we're having problems with people even being able to dispute the claims. We're working on it, and we'll get back to you. Have a nice day." So, yeah, all's not well with the YouTube world, I guess. So, number one, how have you been doing?
Not too good, really.
Oh, that's not good. What's the matter, my friend? Just normal everyday stuff?
Yeah, no other stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you get better soon, my friend. Or at least start to feel back to your cheery self. And definitely check out his 15 Minutes of Positivity, Monday to Friday. Still running 7:15?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, Central Time. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they took down one of yours, and I'm sorry I missed that. What happened with that one? Do you know why, or did it come back?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I know why.
oh, okay. Was it BS or
No.
no? Oh, okay. But yeah, so YouTube's being interesting. So what else is new and exciting in everybody's worlds? Jedi Bill is still a zombie from the weekend.
Damn you, Canuck.
You should have said this morning on Loki's stream, "I am Jedi Bill. I am here. Go away."
No.
or as Loki went live, he just started going.
No, I got my 13 hours of sleep or whatever.
Oh, there you go. That'll work. And welcome LDG Pixels. I almost said pickles. God
I
damn it.
know.
I don't know
He
where
hates
that
that.
came from now. I don't know where that even came from,
He
but I
really
remember.
has like that.
Oy, oy, oy. Oh, well. I corrected myself. Damn it. All right. Yeah.
You've been around me too much, Canuck.
I think so. So, what's everybody got going on? Jedi Bill, you got another big stream coming up, or another stream, or what's going on in the
I did
world
one
of
today.
Jedi Bill? Yeah, I saw that. I saw it, but it wasn't.
I don't know. It's to be determined right now.
To be determined. Gotcha.
Yep.
Jedi Bill will strike when you least expect it. And don't challenge the man, because he'll accept and laugh at you later.
Yeah. Yep.
I will laugh over your
Absolutely,
broken
yes.
body. Yes. What about you, number one? Anything new? Anything other than the 15 minutes? Anything coming up? Anything planned? Anything you want to promote?
No,
No, not yet.
not yet.
All right. But I do want to thank you for that, for showing us that program that day. It's very insightful and very helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants me to show some more of that or whatever, then
Is that video still up there, number one?
should be.
Okay, cool.
I haven't taken that I haven't taken it down or nothing.
Oh, awesome. Mando Mark, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just kind of sitting up here rambling and trying to avoid all the hot button topics, which will last for another 5 minutes or so.
Oh, I'm sure.
So, Night Breeze, does it feel weird not singing when you're up on my panel?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Oh, I'll tell you what. After that stream Friday night, my voice was shot.
Well, blame Jedi Bill because we had to sing more.
Yeah.
Well, I blame
Was that
myself.
my doing?
DJ Odyssey says raid time. Uh oh. We're being invaded by a pink bunny, I believe.
Oh,
Oh boy, oh boy.
but no, singing Corn followed up with the Dirty Deeds. That kind of killed my throat a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I'm not surprised.
Good morning.
Hey guys.
Welcome, Mando Mark. How are you doing?
Linda, Merc,
Hey.
awesome to see you.
It's a loaded question today, but I'm all right, all things considered.
Oh, according to Darren Wagner, my mic is sounding terrible. Could be just my voice.
Hey, Mara Kitty.
I was quite ill last night, so I'm still recovery mode. So if I sound a little off, I'm sorry.
DJ obviously sent you Mr. CCDV.
Welcome, Mortimus Maximus, Moira Kitty, Max World Entertainment, Darren Wagner, of course, DJ Odyssey, of course, and
they're gonna raid you.
oh yeah, we're being invaded by the Pink Bunny Army. Oh boy, that's okay. I've got my Jedi. I'm good.
Yep, there's lots of carrots.
But yeah, I've got my Jedi, and I've got a wolf, I think, and I've got Baby Yoda. There we go. There's my defense force.
Yeah.
We'll send Jedi Bill out first.
That's what I'm here for, man.
And we send number one Sci-Fi out last.
Bluggerville, welcome. So, other than YouTube completely breaking its copyright claim function, what else is new and more and exciting in everybody else's world now that we got a few new people up here?
Well, I had to put my cat down today.
Oh, man.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. He was in a really bad way. He had cancer for the last 3 weeks, so at this point it's kind of a mercy to put him down.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That doesn't make it any easier on you. Trust me, I've been there.
I know, I've been there before too. This is not my first rodeo. Unfortunately, that doesn't make it any easier.
No, it doesn't.
I just know how I'm going to be feeling, and I hate that.
Yeah.
And we got Lady Miss in the chat, though.
Absolutely.
Well, since we got a few new people, I'm going to bring this up so that all my fellow content creators can be aware of this. So today I was happened to be looking at my dashboard, and I happened to see this wonderful little notice that currently, as of 11:30 a.m. PST, content creators have been unable to even dispute a content ID claim on their video. This function is broken, and YouTube will fix it, and we appreciate your patience in the meantime. So, yeah, there's that. So yeah, it's official from YouTube. Their content creator ability to dispute a claim right now is broken. So yeah, just a heads up.
What else is new?
Yeah, so just a little heads up to my fellow creators. If you get a copyright claim in the next 24 hours, you're going to have a hell of a time disputing it. They've also turned around, and before this happened, I noticed, especially last Saturday, with and I'm repeating myself, so I apologize, but I'm going to do it for the people who weren't here when I first said this. On my karaoke streams, normally when I get a copyright claim, I can either erase the background track, I can delete that entire segment out of the video, or I can dispute it. The last 2 weeks, they've taken all other options away except dispute. Everything else has been missing. You can't do anything but dispute on the new copyright claims. And then this morning, they went down completely. Welcome, Lady Miss, Thomas Potts, Life
Lady
with
Miss.
Matthew.
And Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movies is here, too.
Yes, and Mr. Lindell, Groovy Movie, welcome. I shall throw out the link again in case. And number one sci-fi, I hope everything's okay. I noticed you dropped off. You're more than welcome to come back up if you want. But yeah, so tonight we're just going to shoot the shite, see what everybody wants to talk to. And DJ, it should be on your studio channel dashboard. Look under the heading YouTube Known Issues.
Yeah.
And you'll find it. I look there from time to time. Welcome, DJ.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey,
DJ.
Hey, DJ.
Well, we have to say it like we're in
I
the.
pop up for a minute or two.
Hello,
I didn't-
DJ.
I appreciate it.
I've been on enough streams all day that I don't want to overextend myself. So
No. That's
Yes.
it.
Yes. So how much closer to 500 are you?
I am right now. I got 3 more during my last live stream here, so I'm
Cool.
been bumped up to 441.
441. Okay, so now do you want to tell everybody why you have to get to 500?
Nope.
Why not?
Oh, is this because you won't be able to unless you get to 500, you won't subscribe to LTG?
No. Much better reason.
Okay.
Now, see, I went there and looked, and it says fixed on mine.
Does it?
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just noticed. Yeah, it's fixed now. But yeah. Well, never know. But yeah, so I just thought I'd bring that to everybody's attention, just in case they're having issues. Because like I said, even before that thing dropped, they've been changing the copyright claim abilities, and you've been losing features for the last 2 weeks. So hopefully they fixed it.
Like with Matthews there now too.
Yes, I saw that. So what? How did your stream go earlier?
Not bad. They took over like usual, so I let them go, and I sat back and just let them do all the talking.
Oh. So how do you do that again?
You just get some really long-winded people up on your thing and let them go.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You know, you just got to get people like Anitrekker or that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then you don't have to worry about a thing.
Yeah, then you just put yourself in the back room and sit back and have a couple coffees and jump back every once in a while and say hi, folks. And
go take a shower, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Take a nap. That's how that works.
Zachary Gibbons went to torture a bird of prey with an annual crystal skull.
Yes, Captain Trek put that in there too.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
why
okay.
only annual? Shouldn't it be like, companies
Quarterly.
have to report quarterly?
Yeah, but
Should be quarterly.
even we can't handle it more than once a year.
Well, and I mean, he is going to be watching Discovery. I mean, do we really want to torture him even more than that?
Yeah, that's why we're going to cut it down to just once a year.
Once a year, is
So
acceptable.
that's why we're being nice for only once a year. Got it.
Correct.
Unless we can get them to talked into watching Nurse Who for us too.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, how big of a
Well, wouldn't
Doctor
that be? Wouldn't it be the equivalent of DJ Odyssey having to review New Who once a year?
No, I'm not doing that.
Well,
No.
it would be the same.
No. I would
Once
Well-
demand payment for
Once a
that.
year, DJ Odyssey does a quick overhaul of Doctor Who.
Well, that's pretty easy. I
Quick
just send
review. It sucks. It's
It's
shit.
shit.
It's worthless.
And then-
Yeah,
wander
it
up.
still sucks.
It
Next.
sucks. Moving on.
No. If he's gonna do it, we gotta have him do an in-depth, full season synopsis.
Nightbreeze, he knows where
I
you
breathe.
live.
I'm about ready to go out. I'm about ready to go out and get my truck and drive over to your place just to slap you.
He knows where you live, Nightbreeze.
He knows where you live. I would watch what you say carefully.
I know where
Why
you
would I?
live. I know where you work.
But hey, guy, the thing is, I've known them now for what 25 years. Why would I start now?
And then again, I don't want to slap him too hard because he might splatter.
Oh, it's true.
No, you don't want to knock any more sense out of people. That's usually the general etiquette with that.
Jeff Franklin's pointing out that Captain Trek hasn't even watched it.
No, I have not watched the current. You're correct. I have watched other versions of
Watch
Doctor
what now?
Who, and I
Doctor Who.
was not watching at the right point because I'm going, what the hell is this? It doesn't make any sense. But this was back in the 80s, and I'm going, huh?
Well, yeah, the 80s part did get a little weird.
See, I never got into Doctor Who.
I never
but
got into Doctor Who either, so I've never really watched it.
The one friend of mine that did, I was waiting to see a big explosion after the last Doctor Who, and I never got it, never seen anything, so I thought he was just so mad that he was not commenting on it. And then about a week ago, he put up a picture of the 13th Doctor. So, apparently he liked it.
Someday, Rambling, I'm going to have to send you to a little video of mine to watch, and I think you'll appreciate it. I did a proper ending to that female doctor,
Okay.
but we shall not talk about it right now.
All right. Sounds good.
That was a pretty good video, though.
I know.
I know. I did it. Right?
It was my brainchild. I didn't actually do the work for it.
Oh,
else
there we
sent it to me so I could put it up. But it was my brainchild.
Excellent.
It was
Always
my
good to
brainchild.
see- always nice to see a good idea come to fruition.
I had to have that Wile E. Coyote ending to it.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about, and now I want to see it. Oh. So if you ever have to do a Doctor Who debate, that's how you're going to start it?
I'm going to show that little video and say this is how the ending should have been.
Yeah.
And the shocking thing is, I still only have 172 views on that son of a.
So I had to put down my cat this afternoon. That's a picture of him from 2 years ago.
Aw.
And I put it on my Flickr for all to see. So
Cute.
I'm going to get the hell out of here now. I'll let somebody else come up, and I'm just going to sit back and watch the stream while I roll me a whole bunch more cigarettes.
Okay. Well, while you're rolling them, I'll be smoking them.
Orville Nation is in the chat,
yeah,
too.
hey, you did.
Welcome, Orville Nation.
Well, hey, Ellie.
No,
No,
Orville
No,
Nation.
Orville
Oh,
Nation.
Nation. Sorry. That's just the way my day's been going. I feel so confused today.
Oh, Orville Family's her channel. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Orville Nation. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I called one of my coworkers like 5 different names today.
I usually ended up calling my coworkers names, never theirs, but names.
Well, yeah.
Especially when I was in a supervisor role, I called them all sorts of names.
My mother never
Moron,
called me by my
stupid,
name.
dumbass.
Oh,
To name a few.
My mother never called me my name. But called me other people's names.
But were any of the names safe to air on TV? Sometimes.
oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they were just like,
working at you.
they were just names of people that she hated usually.
Yeah. I mean, I had to normally make sure that my language was somewhat respectable because I was in a university for 5 years. That was fun. Being second in command in security in a university is a pain in the rear end.
Oh, I'll bet.
Especially when the head of the university security, so not the guy who works for the same company, but the client, is XRCMP. Which for those American folks, that's
Yes.
Royal Canadian Mounted Police. So he's a retired cop. Oh yeah, lots of fun. To give you an idea of the stupidity of my ex-boss, I'm in the middle of dealing with a fire alarm at like 2 in the morning, and the building is split between from the university and and then private other businesses, right? So we have 3 floors, and then the rest of the building is other people I don't care about. And those floors are done by a different security company. Well, that security company has the key to the stairwell, we don't. So we're on site, they're not. So I'm trying to track down their mobile guy to get him there to let grant access to fire department. And I've got my boss on the phone going, I just got a call saying there's a fire truck in front of this building. Why haven't I been notified yet? Because I'm dealing with it, you freaking moron. Might have had something to do with this. So yeah, I had a very special boss. Very special boss. Very special. And special was the word. Very, very special. And then, of course, one of my favorite conversations, and I'd have it at least 3 times a year, was with guards that were new to Canada. On most of the sites, we have exterior patrols. So the weather would go from, plus 30, plus 25, down to -6. Then once November turned to December, we'd start hitting -30, -35, -40. And they'd all look at me with bewilderment as I told them that, yes, it is -45 out. And yes, you still have to do your exterior patrol. I actually had one guard argue with me that it was human cruelty to make him do a 5-minute exterior patrol at -45. Which makes no sense because we supply him parkas, but whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. 5 minutes outside was too much for him.
Well, I can't.
Look at security.
Sorry, you were going to say something, Night Breeze?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There you go. I muted this thing and I couldn't figure out how to get it unmuted. I was going to say, I could see it because 5 minutes outside is usually about 5 minutes too long for me.
Yeah. Well, my theory is if I have to go outside for my smoke, you can go outside for your 5-minute patrol.
Yeah. Well, it was nice when I worked securities. I could smoke inside, so.
No, those days are long gone.
Yeah,
Long
those were the 95.
Yeah, those days are long gone. And with everything going on right now, and I don't want to touch on it too much, but as an ex-guard, especially ex-mobile guard, the whole defund the police department thing kind of pisses me off because what a lot of people don't realize is the more they take away from the police department, guess who gets it? Your private sector security.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember when they first came out with panic alarms? This was going to be a great thing, so that if you were in a bank and somebody was holding it up or something, you could hit that little panic alarm, and the cops would be right there. Well, somebody in their infinite wisdom decided we're getting too many false alarms, so the first car that's going to be sent is the security car.
Yeah.
I've literally had to respond to a bank panic alarm. My joke with my boss at the time was that if I ever showed up and they were robbing the thing, I was holding the doors for the guys.
Oh,
'Cause I don't get paid enough for that shite. Um,
but were you actually joking?
No.
no,
You can't say, oh, you were just being honest.
I will hold the door, get the trunk for them. I'll take down their license plate and what they look like, no problem. But I ain't stopping them because I ain't stupid.
Oh, look, that bag looks heavy here. Let me carry it for you.
Here, I got that for you, sir. Don't you worry about that. Jesus. Yeah. Although the worst one of those panic alarms I ever got was we had and this is kind of really going off topic, but whatever. We had we had a panic alarm. We had a panic alarm at Winnipeg Regional Health Authority, and they deal a lot with people with disabilities and other issues and health issues, obviously. Well, they had two people who were not, and I want to be able to say this properly, that were off their medication, we'll say, and had come to blows in the lobby. Now, the building in question was 2 blocks away from the main cop shop in Winnipeg. I still got there 20 minutes ahead of the police. So I was first responder and had to deal with it. That was fun. And then the other one that they transferred to the security sector were medical alarms. That was fun.
Yeah.
Especially when you get a medical
really makes
alarm
sense,
to a
doesn't it?
building. Oh yeah. You're sending a security guard to a medical alarm because most of them are false. So you're sending the guard first to make sure the ambulance actually needs to show up. But the problem with that is some of the senior buildings that they had these alarms in did not have a lockbox on the main door. And if they did, we didn't have access to it. So you showed up to a locked building having to do a check on somebody with no way to get in. Those were fun. And well thought out, not. Some of them were okay because you had a lockbox, but not all of them. So when they talk about pulling stuff from the police force, that always worries me because as an ex-security guard, I know where it's going. It's going to go to guards who are not trained for it, are not ready for it, and yeah, will just lead to a whole big mess. But anyway, what else shall we talk about tonight now that I've gone on a whole security guard rant? Had my soapbox moment.
I was just looking through my Facebook here, and I just saw something interesting.
Uh-oh.
You know, yesterday and today were a great day for film. You know, for movies.
Oh.
Yeah. 1985, June 7th, Goonies was released.
Okay.
June 7th, 1984, Ghostbusters was released. And June 8th, 1984, Gremlins was released.
Oh. And in a way,
Great
all,
movies.
they all go together.
They do.
Somebody had some forethought there.
Mm-hmm.
And Mando, I once again, my condolences for your loss today.
Thanks, guys. It means a lot.
Definitely. Many people who have had pets understand that they are not just pets; they are part of the family. And
Exactly.
when you lose a part of the
Yes.
family, it doesn't matter if they're two-legged or four-legged; it has the same effect.
Yeah, we know, man. Especially Nina. We had a cat named Spidey Boy, and he died on her lap a couple years back. Well, it was like I think 2013. Yeah, he had the feline leukemia. So
Yeah,
we've lost a few.
My guy Eddie, he had cancer. We only found out this within the month. I knew once I found out. It wasn't a question of if, but when. So it doesn't make any easier. Though.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Good fuzzy pepper, half lamb. I'm gonna miss him.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to jump out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem,
Have-
Nightbreed. I'm going
have
to be
a great
wrapping it
night.
up pretty soon because Anti-Tricker just went live, so I'm going to be wrapping it up soon. But take her easy, Nightbreeze. And then there was 4. Yay!
Yep.
So, other than me
did.
going on a security guard rant, what else shall we discuss this evening? Any topics of choice? Chat? Up
Oh,
here?
I keep hearing about this whole Elmer Fudd thing.
Oh, yes. The Elmer Fudd's not allowed a gun. What are
So,
your
is this but here's my question: is it a political thing, or is it a just similar, like just a censorship thing, similar to that of E.T. when they got rid of the cops' guns and turned them into walkie-talkies for a while?
Probably a little bit from column A and a little bit from column B, I would assume.
So,
Because there's going to be the official reason and then the actual reason.
because if it's, for example, if it's the second reason, if it's just they're just changing it for there's no political or anything behind it, just let's change it for censorship or whatever, it's not going to last. It doesn't really matter. I mean, yeah, people will complain about it, but at the end of the day, it's not the worst thing in the world. Versus if it's a political reason, that means it's not going to just end there.
See, and the other thing I would wonder is, did they do it for controversy reasons? In other words, did they do it for controversy's sake?
Of just get the hype and
get people talking about it, get people,
possibly,
good, bad, or indifferent. People are still talking about it, right? And then the question you have to ask is, well, would these same people be talking about it if they hadn't done it? Right? So, going back to the old cliche, controversy creates cash.
Yep.
Quoted by Eric Bischoff. I hate quoting him. But anyway, did they do it just for that fact? So that they can do, maybe season 2. Well, after great consideration, we have decided that Elmer Fudd will return with, as he did before. Right? So then they can do the whole save face thing at the end. Like they listen to fans or something.
maybe, yeah, just a fake, PR boost or something. I don't know.
Yeah, cause
Yeah.
cause the controversy, and then come up with the solution to said controversy, and try to come out smelling like a rose at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seldom done properly.
Essentially, to use a Looney Tunes analogy, painting a tunnel on a brick wall, on a mountainside wall, and then saying that we can't go through it, and then we try to go through it, and it turns out we can because we're
Yeah. Yeah, or but I don't know. I think we're like, I'll give you a good example of things that make me shake my head. That whole argument is one of them. The other one, like the other night, I'm a big war buff. I like my World War I, World War II, anything to do with that era. I probably have watched or are going to watch.
I'm a big history nut when it comes to World War One, and especially World War II.
So you'll get my WTF moment. So I'm pulling up a historical documentary. So not even just somebody, commenting on it. An actual I think it appeared on the History Channel, I think. Anyway, so it's uploaded to YouTube. And it was on World War I. And it was basically an outline of all the key points of World War I. And so I load up the video. Well, there's a disclaimer at the beginning of the video. And not even from the person who is putting the video up, but from YouTube itself. And it says on the screen, YouTube has flagged this video because it may be offensive to some viewers. Are you sure you want to watch? I had to manually click yes for it to play the video.
All right, you guys. So I might go off on a tangent now because you brought up the whole this whole I don't want to call it censorship because they're not. Are they censoring anything, or is it just a warning? Viewer discretion is advised type of thing.
It's a warning that you manually have to select yes before the video will play.
I mean, it's one thing if it's it'll show graphic imagery and stuff from World War II, then I can understand that. But is it doing that?
No. They're talking about topics that are probably best not spoken about on a live stream, but no, nothing offensive, nothing gory, nothing violent.
So, yeah, so I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent. I'll try to keep it short, but essentially, I'm sure you guys all know the game Battlefield 5 by EA and DICE. Came out 2018.
Right.
So, yeah. It's a World War II shooter, and it claims to be a historically accurate World War II shooter, yet in the revealed trailer for the game, and obviously in the game itself, and on the cover art and everything, they have a female British commando amputee. None of that should be in the same sentence ever, unless you're talking about a retired vet in modern day.
Mm-hmm.
Because regardless of the whole politically correct female girl power, all that nonsense, because we have to rewrite history so that women are in the military serving in the front lines in World War II. Now, I know Russia had female snipers, but no other country had women soldiers in World War II. There were women fighting in World War II, don't get me wrong, but they were resistance fighters. Civilians that took up arms to fight I can't say their names, can I?
Right. The enemy.
The Axis powers. So when you... Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, just female amputee British commando. Okay. First of all, amputees are no longer serving in the army. They get honorably discharged for losing that limb. Second of all, again, that's not how it was back then. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Apparently, they don't even call the Axis powers they call them the Axis powers, but they don't call a specific German group that ruled in that time their actual name. They don't even have, can I say, the symbol that they used on, I don't know, because...
They use a specialized symbol, yes.
Yes.
Okay, I guess I can't.
They use an inverted symbol.
Yes.
because
inverted specialized symbol, which happens to look like a spider.
Yeah.
or an X with
Yeah.
legs.
Yes.
Anyway, they don't even have that in the game. It's like it's the most politically correct World War II you'll see, probably. Yeah, and now this gets personal with me when you start altering and changing, rewriting World War II, and I hate seeing it. I hate it so much. I've dealt with it all my life. I don't want to continue dealing with it. I mean, we still have countries that claim the Holocaust didn't happen.
Yes.
That should not be happening.
No, and
It
for
did
me,
It didn't
for me,
happen
I think the danger
once,
in
I
that,
wouldn't be here.
yeah, the danger in that is how are you supposed to learn from history if you're not allowed to?
Exactly.
Right.
If you rewrite history to it's all good or whatever, like, look, yeah, history sometimes you don't want to remember it. It's really awful and terrible, and I know exactly how that feels for some, like especially when it comes to some survivors of the Holocaust. Like they don't want to remember it, and I know exactly how they feel when it comes to that. Obviously, I wasn't a Holocaust survivor. I'm not that old.
Yeah.
But I know I've had my own experiences where I don't want to remember it ever, and I know exactly how they feel because I've talked to Holocaust survivors. I know some personally, and some are friends.
Yeah.
Yet, some in terms of as a society, as a people, as a human race, we need to remember history as it happened, as it is, and as it was, in order to learn. Right? Otherwise, how do we learn from our mistakes?
Well,
Unless you just want to repeat them over and over.
The danger that we run into is that we will not be able to learn from history, but we will be doomed to repeat it. Because as the old saying goes, those who do not learn from history will be doomed to repeat it. And we've done so over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. We very seldom learn from history. We very, 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 very often repeat it because it's usually the easier way out. Typically.
Yes.
Right across the board. But on that note, I'm going to try to keep these to about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, and we've gone for an hour, and anti-trekker's on, so I'm going to wrap it up here. I want to thank all my panelists tonight. I want to thank everybody in the chat for dropping in. And till next time, take her easy, folks.